Hello, students. This is Mrs. Nations, and we are going to do our flip lesson right now for Monday, August 26th. And I am so glad that you are here and that you are being responsible and taking care of your homework. Good for you. Okay, so this flip lesson today is all about how on earth are you a historian? How do historians work? And really what I want you to know is that they are a lot like investigators. It's almost like you're in the CIA or the FBI. You've got to go around and search and figure out what really happened in history, right? And sometimes when you talk to people, they're not always truthful, or they forget things, or they exaggerate things. So you have to gather up a lot of sources and a lot of different kinds of sources so that you can then analyze and synthesize the information and come up with your idea of what really occurred. So historians do that by using two different kinds of sources. And you'll see here on the screen the word primary sources. And then there's this word here, secondary sources. Those two things combined help, as you will see here, unlock history. They open the doors to what really happened, and you can really see, if you really do good research and you gather a lot of these from a lot of different viewpoints and perspectives, you can really unlock what happened, and you can see into history and almost be there and be in the moment, which is one of the thrilling parts of history that I think sometimes people don't realize. So you'll notice there's this graphic here on the screen of the key and the lock to just let you know that it's through these two things, primary and secondary sources, that we open up the mysteries of history. The other thing I want you to know is that the reason why we're doing this is you are about to be an investigator of history. You are about to go in, starting on Tuesday, tomorrow, and you are going to go in and you are going to investigate September 11th, 2001, and those terrorist attacks. And you are going to try to find out what was it like to be alive on that day and experience that. And hopefully, through our entire class investigating, we can then as a whole class discover what it was truly like by seeing that day through the eyes of many different people, because you are going to interview someone and get a primary source. We will also provide you with secondary sources in the classroom and a couple of other primary sources in the classroom. But then your classmates are going to provide you with actually a plethora of primary sources through their own interviews that they do. So before we can do any of that, you have to know what a primary source is and a secondary source is. You cannot go out and investigate until you have those basics down. So you'll see here that I have a YouTube clip that I'm going to want you to watch. Now, it's not working and the sound isn't coming through here on this flip chart. So, it's probably my fault. I don't know. But for the sake of time, what I need you to do is I need you to go ahead and when this video is over and whenever I shut my mouth, which will be very soon, you need to then go back to the Edmodo post that this very clip is on. And you'll see there's a second link, and it's a YouTube link. You need to click on that, and you need to watch that video. And you need to stop watching it after the lovely lady finishes talking about September 11th and the primary and secondary sources from that. Once you get to that point, you can stop the video, and then you'll see there is another attachment to this post for the flip lesson, and that attachment contains a quiz. So you will need to take the quiz after you watch the YouTube video. And you need to stop the YouTube video after the 9/11 section. So I hope you got all that. Listen carefully. If you need to take notes during the YouTube video so that you can kind of have them on hand when you take the quiz, I strongly advise it. Okay? And good luck.